Hi, it is 23rd July, the budget day. Let's read the other news of the day from the Economic Times. It says PLI success, 14% of the world iPhone worth 14 billion made in India. So they are giving some facts about how the PLI scheme are helping India to set up the global manufacturing plants of the global based companies like Apple to encourage them to set up their plants in the India. So all of because of the PLI schemes. So PLI is the profit linked incentive scheme, which allows the company, if you are setting a manufacturing plant in the India, they will definitely give some tax incentive to these companies. Earlier, what was happening that these companies used to import their final product to the India, and they were selling to the Indian customer, though they were paying the taxes on the sales to the Indian government, but they were not generating the jobs for the Indian market. So, though they are subscribing to the customer, but not generating the employment in the India. So these PLI schemes attract these companies to generate the employment in India, and in counter we will give you some tax benefits. So definitely how the question is how the employment will be generating in India. If you are setting a plant in India, you definitely hire the person who are around these plants. Apple assembled $14 billion one iPhone in India during the 13th quarter. $14 billion is 1400 into 80. 1 lakh crore worth of the iPhone in India during the 13th financial year, considering 48% of the global iPhone production. So for the 14% is a great number. Like, we will read in below news what is the sale percentage of the iPhone in India, but the 14% of the global production is in India. The underline the benefit of the country's production link. It is not profit link, it is production link incentive schemes which have helped sustainable increase of electronic manufacturing in India. The economic service let's ask ChatGPT what is percentage which is within 30% jump from the previous year, reaching to 80% visits to the Indian market. Sale consists of only 1.5% of the Apple's overall global sales, but the production is 14%. Means after manufacturing Apple products in India, we from India they are exporting to the neighboring countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Apple assembled 14 million worth iPhone in India during the third financial year, constituting 14% of the global iPhone production. This underlines the benefit of the production investment, production incentives, which have held the society during the production of the electronic items increased significantly to rupees 8.22 lakhs crore, while export rose to in this. According to survey, the surveys mentioned that the US-based Pakistan needed Apple 5 tons, underscoring the country's importance in India's efforts to become a global smartphone nation. So India is basically an emerging economy nowadays. It's also targeting to set up large number of manufacturing plants in the India itself, so we can cater the global needs, not our own needs as well as the global needs also. In added that driven by the production incentive scheme, India's electronic export to the US have transitioned from the trade deficit 0.6 billion in financial year trade surplus of the 8 billion in the furniture, underscoring a significant increase in the value. With the electronic sector, the category which has experienced the most growth in the world export to the US, rising from 2.0 to 5. You can see this tragedy that we were in the deficit from the US before the pre-COVID. Now we are the in trade surplus. We are exporting more to the US, and we are exporting more to the US from the with the items we are exporting to US is it's from the company of the company which is was incorporated in the US only. So Apple is incorporated in US and importing the iPhone from the India only. The survey also said India may not have immediately benefited from the trade diversion from the China, but the country's ambition to recently have held a substantial increase in the electronics sector. So not India has not beaten the China yet. China is the world power in terms of the electronic items. They are very cheap. They are having very cheap production in the China, but the PLI scheme is still adding some value from the India's exports in the area of these electronic items. Especially now the trend is against the China, and the most of the companies like USA established in the UK, USA are moving their plants and production facilities from the China to the India's and the other emerging markets like Africa also. The share of the electronic goods in the merchandise export from the Indian increased to 6.7% compared to 6.7% as compared to so pre-COVID. You can see the export percentage is in the electronics increased to 8% of the overall export. We are exporting 7% of the electronic items nowadays. Over the last, India is the top exporter of the in terms of the spices, refined products, pharmaceuticals, and all, but export very less in terms of the electronic and the capital goods. Over the past 5 years, a significant change has occurred in the global manufacturing area, and the major multinational companies, including Apple, looking to de-risk themselves from the China. The appeal of India lies in the largest domestic consumer market, with the largest technical companies have set a position in there. In the electronic sector, there is a focus on the smartphone manufacturing and assembly. See, when it comes to India, why the India is affecting the global countries? Because we have the highest population in the world with a very young population. The average Indian age is around 28 years old, while the China is growing elder. It has achieved the age of 38 years. The Indian population is very good, and India is also having very high net worth individuals. So definitely good companies like Apple will having a great market share in the India as well. Though we are considered as a very lower per capita GDP rate, but still when we compare numbers, we are very high net worth individuals also. It added and the preference for the high net worth individuals is only the iPhone. It added substantial manufacturing capacities have been established in the country over the past 5 years, and many major brands, both foreign and domestic, have been either established their own manufacturing factories or outsource the manufacturing to the refinery service company, and also either they are themselves setting their plant, or they are just engaging our company where that company will be manufacturing the products for the global company. Research by the Center for the Development Studies showed that India has seen a significant increase in the domestic value addition, employment, wages, salary in the mobile manufacturing segment. The share of the DVA is mobile phone output rose from the average 8.7% financial year 70 to the financial year, indicating a considerable increase in the local participation in the services. Further, the direct workshop in the production for the mobile has been more tripled between this, participating benefiting female blue-collar worker wages and the salaries have increased from 31.7% in the field. In order to attract and encourage a significant investment in the electronic value chain and goods sector, the government has imposed several schemes including the PLI scheme for the large-scale electronic manufacturing, PLI ID hybrid scheme for the promoting the manufacturing of the electronic components and the semiconductors, and modified electronic manufacturing cluster. As a result of the CAGR in the production of the electronic goods, 560 world exports is around 35%. So the overall electronic goods item is showing a good CAGR in the Indian economy. it is around 16%, and it is also contributed to our exports. And the next big thing to become is the semiconductor, as all the electronic devices, whether it is car or cell phones, all require semiconductor to work for our digital home appliances. All are based on the semiconductor.